One scenario would be resorts themselves purchasing the public BLM or Forest Service land they operate on. On the surface, this may seem like an okay compromise. After all, these mountains already use this land on a daily basis. But in practice, the implications would be dramatic. This shift would release ski resorts from the restrictions of their special use permits, meaning they could expand terrain, build lifts, or develop new infrastructure without undergoing the current rigorous environmental review process or needing to allow public comment. Notably, state and local agencies could still have some regulatory agency under this circumstance, and certain environmental restrictions like the Clean Water Act would still need to be followed. Under an ideal case, this circumstance wouldn't exclusively be a bad thing. We could see shorter timelines for infrastructure improvements, additional nearby bar and restaurant opportunities, and potentially more ski in, ski out, or close by residential accommodations. Theoretically, new ski resorts could be a possibility as well, although it would take decades and extraordinary capital investments to make these resorts competitive with the destinations, so this is probably unlikely. However, it's also easy to envision situations where things go haywire. We could see the public resorts become closer in aesthetic to privately owned ones like Deer Valley in the lower part of Big Sky, with more condos in development across what should ideally be an isolated footprint. Access policies could also see significant revisions. Resorts would no longer be obligated to permit uphill skiing routes or backcountry access through their terrain, and they could impose outright bans or introduce new fees at will. Under what we'd call the worst case scenario, resorts could use this newfound autonomy to go semi or fully private. We could see what's already happened at Powder Mountain in Utah, a resort that recently closed off a substantial portion of its terrain to all but private homeowners, or we could theoretically see some mountains following in the footsteps of resorts like Yellowstone Club or Wasatch Peaks Ranch, which are completely private to those who don't own land there.